everyone, let's build an AI-powered content calendar to manage all your content operations in Stackby. So basically, this is how we are going to manage our stack. So there are a few tables. First, we are going to use the OKR template, which is nothing but objectives and key results. And based on that OKRs, we are going to plan our campaigns. And based on the campaigns, we are going to plan our content and then different tasks and team members, that are going to work on that particular content and tasks. So let's say in the objectives table, we are essentially adding all our objectives, for a particular quarter. So we are just giving an objective ID, the description of the objective, who's the lead of that particular objective, what is the current status of it. And then based on the objectives, we are going to add the key results. Now, each objective can have multiple key results. So let's say, there is a particular objective ID, which is boost AI content reach. One of the key results would be like grow LinkedIn followers by 20%. And based on the key results, what is the current metric of that particular KR and the target metric that we want to achieve? And what is the current status of it? So once we have the objectives and key results set up, let's say we add, expand to global audience, we can add like multiple key results here. Let's say grow our global Discord community by 10%, right? And this, we can link it to the expand global audience. The current metric, let's say, could be 500 followers. We want to basically get to 2000 followers. And this is what we are going to do. So now in the objectives tab, you will see, that particular key result is linked. Now, based on the objectives and key results, we will plan different campaigns, right? So here's all the campaigns that we have. The campaign names, which objective is it linked to, what the key results, that it is linked to. And based on this objective and key results, we are now going to generate campaign briefs using the AI field in Stackby. And then based on the campaign brief, we will generate the campaign descriptions, the campaign ideas, what is the start date, end date, budget, and what is the status of that particular campaign. Now, each campaign could have multiple content types. So we'll basically go to the content tab and we are just going to add all our content titles. What campaign is it linked to? What is the type of that particular content? What is the category of that content? And then based on that, we are going to automatically generate the content description using the AI field and the content ideas using the AI field. Now, based on these two, we will also create a content draft that we can automatically use, for our publishing. What is the tentative publishing date? Which channel it will go to? What is the current status? And who's the owner? And what are the tasks associated with that particular content? Now, once you have set up this table, we can now, create different views to see, to visualize all of this data. So you can see things in a Kanban view, right? Or in a calendar view. You're just adding the campaign start and end dates, right? I can individually open each of these records into like detailed views like this. And here I can add activities or comments and chat with my team, in terms of how the campaign is moving. Do we have a draft ready? So I can collaborate with my team. I can even add checklist or set up reminders on each of these records. I can also see things in a list view, or even group things in a list view, right? Or I can even group within the grid as well. Okay. So now once you have set up the database and the data structure, now let's use the Stackby AI fields to generate automatic content briefs. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to add an AI field in Stackby. Select our model. Let's say in this case, we're going to use the Cloud 3.5 Haiku model, and we have to bring our own API key. So yes, so in Stackby, you can essentially bring your own API key from OpenAI, Gemini, or Anthropic, and you can select one of these different models that we have. So let's say in this case, we're selecting the 3.5 Haiku model. Now, once we bring our own API key, we can just click on add to our account. So here, within the integrations tab, all you need to do is select your workspace and add your API key. You go to Cloud Console, go to API keys, and just create your own key and copy and paste this key and add it here, right? So we've already added one of the API keys, within Stackby, which is linked to our particular workspace. Now I go back to our content calendar. Now in this, what we have done is we have added a prompt that based on the campaign title, right? and the key results associated with the campaign, I want you to create a campaign brief or a description. The campaign title is essentially but the campaign name, and the key results is the key results tab. Now, once you save it, it automatically, if you click on generate, so you will see, the campaign brief is automatically generated from AI. And I can essentially do this one more time, right? Now, once the campaign brief is generated, now I can create a campaign description. Now here we have created a very comprehensive prompt to generate the campaign description, where we are defining the roles, we're defining the instructions in step-by-step. There are 6 instructions that we have given. And then the data, which is the campaign description, is the campaign brief and the budget, and the example output will be in a format like this, right? So once we save it, click on generate. So it automatically brings me the campaign description, as well, based on the campaign brief. Now, once the campaign description is added, what I can do is I can mass generate and select all 3, and I can click on generate all selected to automatically add the campaign descriptions as well. And then based on this, we have, campaign ideas, right? So here also we have created a very detailed prompt about the campaign description, the allocated budget, and to complete this task, we need to follow these steps. So we are giving the AI agent the exact points to basically generate, different campaign ideas. Now, once you've generated the campaign briefs and the campaign descriptions, you head to the content tab. Now, in the content tab, basically what we're going to do is we're going to create content descriptions, and based on the content description, generate some content ideas. Select one of the ideas from the content ideas, and based on that idea, add a content draft. So here I've created a prompt, based on the title, format, and category, create a content description. So let's hit on generate, right? So it gives me a detailed content description. Now, based on this content description, we have also added another prompt, which is a very detailed prompt, that you're an experienced marketing strategist and your task is to create engaging marketing angles based on the provided information. So the content title, types, categories, and so on. And we have given steps and the output that we want the response to be structured in. So click on generate. So it gives me few content ideas based on the content description and all the other variables that we have given into the AI. So now let's say we take one of these 5 AI powered marketing tactics you need to implement in 2025 as a selected idea. So just paste it here. And once you paste it, you'll see that the content draft, opens up. And here we have added that you're a skilled content creator and you need to create a content draft based on the selected idea, and the format needs to be in a particular way. So if I click on generate, so it automatically generates the entire blog post for us, including the introduction, the H1s, and the final conclusion. So you can use this content draft and just head to your blog page and publish it. Just change your status to publish, right? And so on. So this is how you can basically automate your end-to-end campaign management, your campaign creation and content creation process. Once you have generated, your entire content production process and you're managing your content operations, you can quickly create, your content dashboard with summary boxes, charts, pivot tables, and row cards, right? So you can click on add an app and just select one of the apps to add into, and you create your own custom dashboards. So you can basically create your own custom dashboards for your executive or for your stakeholders to see how your campaigns and content is performing. Now, once you have the reporting sorted, you can also create automations. Now, let's say, you're collecting data and content requests from your team. So you can just create like a content request form. So automatically, that data fits into, your content table. And once the data comes in, you can essentially, when a form is submitted, a content request form, you can essentially send an email to your marketing team that a new, content request has been submitted by one of the team members, and it automatically sends an email, to a particular email address. So you can create an automation like that. The second automation that you can create, again, is if you want to create like a weekly content digest of content that is being published. for that particular week. So you can add a trigger where it's at a scheduled time every 7 days from a particular date at 2 p.m. Find a row where status is published and send an email to the marketing team with the weekly content summary, and here are the content pieces that are published this week. You can, let's say, generate preview. So you will see, you will get a table with all the content that is published for that week. So you just switch it on and run your automation. So with your entire database structure, views, AI fields, reporting, and automations, you can manage your entire end-to-end content production and content operations process in real time. And you can work with your team, collaborate with them, and just publish awesome content all the time. So let us know what you think about this template, what more features we can add into it, and how we can improve it. This template is also available in our template gallery. I've also added the link in the description, so you can just click on that link and add this template and customize it into your workspace. So let us know what you think, and we look forward for your feedback. Thanks.